Good morning, coaches. I hope this week is going well for you and you're learning lots and lots of great new things. Today we are focusing on Instagram. Instagram has been my biggest success platform by all means. And I kind of just stumbled on it and I navigated my way through. And I would say 95%, maybe a little bit more of my business comes from Instagram. It's crazy. Um, it's all about, creating a post that is eye catching. When I first started, posting on Instagram, I had no idea what a hashtag was. One of my first coaches actually told me, she's like, you should use hashtags. You would reach more people. And I was like, huh? What's a hashtag? um, and so I researched hashtags and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. So I would use hashtags. I would, search the most popular ones and use them. And then I realized that's not the way you want to do it because it just gets lost in the feed with everyone else's that's using those hashtags. So in regards to hashtags, you get to use 30 hashtags per post. Now, what I do, because I do, connect my Facebook to my Instagram, I don't want it to look like hashtag throw up on my Facebook page. So I'll put like 5 or 6 hashtags in the original post on Instagram. And then, I post it, it goes to Facebook, it's fine. Then I go back over to Instagram and put in the remaining 25 in a comment below because it will still reach people. That way, when it's on Facebook, it's not looking like hashtag throw up. It's just a nicer way to have it. And how you choose your hashtags is you want to, think outside the box. You don't want to use Fit Mom. Everybody uses Fit Mom. You don't want to use, certain, like fitness or weight loss. Like it's there's so many people using those, it's going to get lost, and your chances of someone seeing it are very slim. Every post I do Shrinking Princess because that's my brand. That's me. It comes back to me. Every post, even if it's about my kids, if it's about, something funny, every post that goes on Instagram is hashtag with Shrinking Princess. So that's the first thing you want to do when you're researching hashtags and trying to figure out which ones you want to use. You want to create one that comes back to you. And, basically you're the only one using it when you post. And then if other people use it, it's because they're tagging you or, something like that. The next thing is, figuring out what, hashtags to use. I come up with random stuff like I love pink. It works. Well, not it works, but I love pink. That one has seemed to really work. I use Target Mom. I love Target. Things that apply to me in my life. I use those as hashtags. Life with boys, mom of boys. Mom of two is pretty frequently used, so I stay clear of that because it just makes your posts get lost. I use funny ones. If something funny happened with my kid and they said something, I will hashtag it because I've found, there's other people that have used it. You just have to really think about what you're posting. And don't copy people's hashtags by all means. Like, if they come up with something original that's kind of cool, like, don't copy them because it doesn't look good, especially when, they've been using it longer and then you see like them using it and it really doesn't apply to them. You just really want to narrow in on what type of person you want to attract to you, and then think outside the box of that. And then, you'll really come up with some great ideas. The other thing is, you want to be active on Instagram, posting at least 3 times a day. If you're posting once a day, your engagement rating is going to be very, very low. And people aren't going to be engaged with what you are doing on Instagram. And there's a good chance they're not seeing what you're doing. So like I post morning, lunch, and evening, and maybe once or twice more. It just depends. And I schedule a lot of my posts. On Sunday nights, I plan my posts out. I plan what I want to post for the week in general to, Facebook and Instagram. But Instagram is my main platform. So I plan around what my week is going to look like then. Do I want to invite to a challenge group? Do I want to, show the business opportunity? Those are all things that I will do each week. It just falls on a different day. And, I plan it out. All my morning posts are planned out and written out so that I can just copy and paste. And that's another tip with the hashtags. If you have 25 to 30 hashtags that you like to use that you see getting interaction, copy it and paste it and add it to your notes section on your phone. Then you can just copy it and paste it onto your post, and you don't have to worry about, typing in each hashtag every time you post. It saves so much time to do this. In my notes section on my phone, I have probably 3 pages of different blocks of hashtags that I use. Because I do change it up because I don't want to keep using the same one. And, if it's not working, I change it up. I really try to focus on what works and what doesn't, because ultimately, you get to use 30 hashtags. That's 30 more people you can reach, so you really want to make the most of those hashtags because that's how you're going to get people coming back to you. And the other thing is, followers. I used to think, I didn't want a bunch of coaches following me, but it's okay if they do. The It Works reps, the unique people, it's all good because the more followers you have, the more likely you're going to get a shout out from one of the big Instagram accounts, like the weight loss ones or whatnot. I've been featured on several different ones, and a lot of them require that you have 5,000 or more followers. They'll ask to do a shout out for shout out. And so that means I will share their page, they share mine. And that's awesome because most of these weight loss accounts are not affiliated with Beachbody. So they are throwing my picture out there to people who may not even know about Beachbody, which is huge. So you want to get your following up, and you want to do it the correct way. You don't want fake followers. You do not want the hackers. Do not use a follower app. It will get you nowhere because these people that do shout out for shout out, they will check to see what type of followers you have, and they can tell if you're using a following app, and then they will not do it because they know that your followers are fake. It's just not good. And a lot of those, they can hack into your account, and then they can hack into your friends' accounts, and it's a big mess. And why create a mess? And what good are fake followers, really? It's not going to do your business any good. So you just want to make sure what you are putting on Instagram is, creating value and, showing people oh, what are they doing? I want to learn more. You give them that glimpse of your life and they're like, I want to learn more. You can post, I post something motivational, something about my workout, maybe Shakeology. I post my family. I post funny things. Funny things are a really good one to do because, it people laugh. They oh, that's funny, and then they'll share it. And then there you go, you're getting shared, and your Instagram account name is being shown, so you'll get followers from it, which is good because it comes full circle. You want that following. When I do invite to clean eating groups, challenges, or if I post something about my struggles, about my story, about my journey, I always add my email at the bottom, and I always leave it open. I am here to chat with you if you want, because that's leaving the door open for them to come to me. And when they're ready, they will. And I get emails every single day. I get anywhere from 5 to 6 emails. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It just depends. And, I answer them in a timely manner. Some people, they aren't ready, but they keep following and they come back. The key is, make sure you write them down however you do your follow-ups so you can follow up with them, because sometimes they don't have the money, or they're just not ready to commit, but they want to keep following you, and they will eventually commit if you're consistent. So always add your email at the bottom of a Instagram post for like an invite, because it leaves the door open for them. Or you can put comment below. Some people, don't want to put their information on there, and I respect that, because they don't want other people trying to contact them when they're trying to get a hold of you, so it makes more sense, for you to put your email out there and have them contact you. You want to engage with your followers. You don't want to just, have all these followers and never comment on their pictures, never show any care or concern. I make it a point each day during my power hour to comment on, some of my followers' pictures, and then I'll search hashtags too. There's a little search icon, and I will search them, and, I can see what pictures I like, and I'll go comment on these people, because, they'll either write thank you, they'll ignore me, or they'll follow me. So it's a good way to engage. You can direct message people on Instagram too. It's not as effective, because it's a weird system. I mean, I do it, but I prefer email or Facebook Messenger, if I can, or they can text me. That's just my preferred method, but there is a direct messaging option that you can use. And emojis in your post, if you're going to use them, make sure they're somewhat related, and I will tell you this, it's really funny that the poop emoji is the number one emoji for Instagram. So like, if you have a kid in diapers still, or, you're posting something funny about like how bad it smells, like you could use that. And it sets out your post a little bit differently from someone who's not using emojis. But if you're using emojis just like crazy, like hitting them all, it's not going to do anything for you. You really want to, use the ones that apply to what you're posting. You want the content to be, similar, and because that's what's eye-catching for people. I watermark all my pictures. I use Photofy. I use Retype. I use there's Word font. I use a bunch of different ones. It just depends on what I'm putting on it. But that way, if someone does share your picture, like your information's there, and somebody may look you up. You never know. Somebody may look you up. Just depends. But then it's also good if you're like a transformation picture, you won't have people stealing your pictures and posting them, like I've had happen, saying you completed the 24-day AdvoCare plan. I had no idea what that was, and I had some lady sharing my pictures across the U.S. saying, look, Jamie completed the 24-day challenge, and I'm like, what is the 24-day challenge? I'm like, I'm doing the 21-day challenge? Like, what's the 24-day challenge? And then I'm like, I've never even heard of AdvoCare, so what is this? So just make sure you watermark everything. You really want to make sure that, you're going to get credit for what you're putting out there. You want whatever you are posting, you want it to be like a clear picture, and really, really think about what you're putting out there, because if you put something out there that's, you just throw it out there just to post, it doesn't look good. People don't pay attention to it, but when you put something out there that is meaningful, funny, creative, that's what is going to be eye-catching. You want to be able to, have these people stop and see what you're doing, and then you want them to go click on your name and follow you. That's, these are just things that I do every single day. Instagram is my platform. I've I can't tell you how many coaches I've signed from Instagram. I've, you know, most of my Success Club points each month are from Instagram. Like right now, I'm at 15 and my husband's at 10, and it's Instagram. And it's because I am creating a, a following, and I'm sharing my journey. I'm putting myself out there, but what I'm putting out there is adding value to someone else. I stick to, what I'm posting, every week. I have a plan. I don't, go off the plan of what I'm doing. I just, I stick to, what I do every day, and people love it. They like when I share my struggles. They like when I share my victories. It's all about just being you and being authentic. Um, I'm going to post with this video some more tips and um, like popular hashtags and how you can change them up and stuff in the thread. But these are like my main tips that I use each and every day for Instagram. And I think if you, implement them, you'll see a change in your business. Don't go don't go missing on Instagram, because you'll lose engagement, and people pay attention to it. I get emails saying, that they look forward to my post every morning because it gets them, excited for the day, or it makes them go work out. And that's what I wanted when I, was learning my way through Instagram. I wanted to create my account to be motivating and inspiring to help other people, no matter where they're at on their journey. And I don't care if there are other coaches or what. If I'm doing something each and every day that's helping someone else, get up and make a healthier choice, then that's exactly, what I wanted, and I'm doing it. And, you just really have to, focus on what you want to create, with your following. So if you have any questions, you guys can message me, let me know, if you have any more questions about Instagram, or, you know, how to create your posts, and how to get your engagement rating up, all that, just, feel free to message me. So I hope you guys find this information useful, and I will talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.